Hi, we're going to talk about 5 things that I'm doing this year to retain my length. So I'm going to do a video on growing my hair and what I'm doing to grow my hair this year. But this video is about retaining the length of my hair. If you're interested, keep watching. The first thing is to detangle less. Detangle less and detangle gently. There's people that are finger detangling. If you can do that, that's the best. Otherwise, if you use hair tools like, white tooth combs and Denman brushes, and if you use any kind of detangling brush, you might want to consider detangling less and detangling very gently. Detangling is the #1 cause of breakage. I say this in most of my videos, not most, but a lot of them. Detangling is the reason we do not see our length. And I'm a culprit as well, because sometimes I detangle too often, or I'm not as gentle as I should be. So I want to detangle less so I can see more hair. The second thing I want to do is trim my hair more often. I've spoken about this before. You guys know the importance. Enough said. The third thing is to seal my ends. How am I sealing my ends? Well, you can use an oil, you can use a butter, anything to help lock in that moisture. There's people that use the lock method, or just, liquid and oil method, or liquid and cream method to moisturize and seal the moisture in the hair. I personally like to use butters to moisturize my hair, because not only does it help seal in the moisture, but it also helps with lubrication, and it helps my hairs glide against each other and prevent tangles and single strand knots, and just a smoother detangling, if you know what I mean. And the hairs just don't clump up together in one big ball. So I personally love butters, but you can use whatever you like, but just make sure those ends are loved this year. We're making sure that those ends are loved. They're the oldest and they're ready to go, but we're holding on to them. We're holding on. The other thing I've spoken about before, and I will say it again, is stretching my ends. I know this to be a fact. I don't do it as often as I should, but stretching my ends helps retain my length like no other method. If I leave my hairs curly, or my hair curly, or in its natural state, a lot of the times it curls up, obviously, and these ends give each other love and tangle up, and all of a sudden I have to trim my hair more often and not see as much length as I should. At 3 years, my hair should be longer. It is not, because I'm not a perfect YouTuber. I'm not a perfect natural. And people lie if they come up here and say they do everything right. That's not true. Doing videos for YouTube, doing videos for just, work, life in general, it does take a toll on your hair. And it's something to think about and be careful about, to make sure that we do not damage our hair in the process of teaching, or in the name of teaching, or in the name of learning, if you know what I mean. So definitely I'm looking to stretch my hair a little bit more. I'm thinking of ways to maybe, I don't know, this is not, concrete yet, but I'm thinking of ways to stretch the ends of my hair and allow them to remain stretched as I still deal with the base of my hair. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm still brainstorming on ways that I can do that, because a lot of the time stretching my hair probably means, flexi rods or African threading, means stretching the entire shaft of my hair. But, sometimes I don't want a stretched out look, if you know what I mean, but I still want my ends to be stretched. The sacrifice, but that's where I'm at the minute. The last thing and the most exciting thing for me in this video, and also for this year, is that I am going to try to protect my hair a little bit more. By protection, you guys know that it means putting your ends away, locking them away, protecting them away from the environment. That could mean, any style that tucks your hair in, like this one. That's a protective style, because the ends are hiding in there. You can do African threading, you can do twists and tuck them in, you can do braids. Braids cover your hair pretty much. Wigs. And talking about wigs, I've always been scared of using wigs on a routine, like all the time, because of the effect they can have on your hairline. And as you can see, I do have a hairline, but it can do better. I always believe in improvement, and my hairline can definitely be a better hairline. It's not suffering, but I know that, you know, if I did a few things or improved a few things in my regimen, it could become better. I don't know. And in doing that, or in saying that, I am going to try a little bit more wigs. I'm gonna try wigs, and not just any wigs, a particular wig that I've seen going around, which is is it a headband wig? I find that to be a dream for me. It locks my hair in there. I have access to it at night. In the morning, I'm looking glam. That's a girl's dream, guys. And the fact that the wigs actually come in, you know, type 4 texture, so I can get the texture that looks like my hair. Maybe looser, just to be able to deal with it a little bit better, because it's a wig. I mean, I don't want to be spending time on the wig itself, but you know, the headband wig, actually, I don't have one, you know, while filming this video, but it actually has like a really slippery, silky material that sits on your edges, so your edges are always protected, and it's got Velcro at the back, and you can just snap it in place, and that's it. Off you go. That is a dream for me. I'm not good with my hands. I cannot lay my edges and blend and do things. I can't do it. I know practice makes perfect, but I don't have the heart for it, you know, to spending my time doing that, you know, maybe in the future, but I really struggle to, you know, spend my time trying to blend the frontal laces, you know, with my hair. So this wig is a dream come true for me. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to try that. With regards to the ends of my hair and protecting my ends, I'm looking to try a little bit more shebe. I'm not sure if I would have done a video about shebe by the time this one airs, but I'm thinking to use a bit more shebe. And the problem I have with shebe is the smell. Girl, I'm not going to work smelling like smoke. It's really hard, and for shebe to work, it needs to stay in the hair. It really needs to stay. It is nourishing, yes, and it has benefits for the hair. There's conflicting information on whether it can be used on the scalp or on the hair. You know, I've used it in an oil on the scalp, and that didn't have any problems. So yeah, do what you're doing, do what you feel comfortable doing. But in this particular case, to protect my ends, I will be trying to find ways to put shebe on the ends of my hair and not on the rest of my hair. Once again, if you know what I mean, and find ways to maybe lock that portion of the hair for the week and revisit it again. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but those are my plans. Wish me luck. Comment below if you've got some suggestions in those lines. I'm really wanting to try shebe, but I need to find a way to mask that smell, and also to be able to wear my hair to work without looking like I've got dirt in my hair. You know what I mean? What's your experience with shebe? I've got a friend who tried shebe, and she's like, it was all over my clothes, as in the smell, you know, even if you didn't put it on your clothes, because the smell is so strong, the smell of smoke, yeah, it remains. So depending on you guys, I'm gonna be looking in the comment section to see what you guys suggest. You guys really helped me with regards to Ambunu when I first did my Ambunu video, and I'm excited for what other ideas I get from you guys with regards to shebe, and also wigs, you know, if you guys use wigs for growing your hair and whatnot. This video is longer than I hoped, and it's solely because of the protective styling, but I hope you guys have found it helpful. Let me know what sort of things you're doing to retain your length, not grow it, retain it. Until next time, it's Pamela Night Rose. Bye.